Chat, seguinte. Bom, agora que a gente tem o... Sabe que... Agora que a gente sabe que tá no armário, a gente vem aqui atrás, tá ligado? Ó, daí a gente vai vir aqui, pegar aqui com esse cara o item que a gente precisa, tá? A gente vai clicar no caminhão aqui, a gente vai clicar com o botão direito, a gente vai clicar com isso aqui no caminhão, a gente vai bater a calcinha no caminhão, a gente vai falar com o Duane aqui rápido. Se você for pra Disney na sexta, vai ser 1 milhão pro chat. 1 bilhão, eu falei.
I had nothing else. There was a forlorn looking that it was Miguel. The cell was... It was one of the windows of the jail.
Gente, eu não sei o que fazer.
I had no more to...
Cara, eu tô preso no jogo. Eu tô preso nos 41. Eu tô preso nos 41% vagabundo. Eu tô 100% preso. Tá ligado? Aqui tem o explosivo, então a situação é aqui, mais ou menos. Mas a mina não quer falar comigo, cara. E se eu falar com o calcinha? Ó, mas o Zé Calcinha não quer falar comigo. Quer? Travou meu jogo.
There was nothing else.
Termina até às 6? Cara, era pra eu ter terminado se eu não tivesse ficado preso nessa parte. Tô quase na metade do jogo, mano. Cara, por que meu jogo travou? Ah, não quer perguntar mais nada pra ninguém.
I couldn't understand why the female owner had surrounded herself with men like this.
Entendi.
There was nothing else.
E se eu clicar aqui? Não, não, não. Eu vou perder o ativamente raro. Eu vou perder o ativamente raro.
It was a pair. It was the label I'd. It was Nico's. It was the poison. It was the black obsidian stone. One side bore a grotesque image of a dog's. The other was black. It was my lucky. It was the box. This product has not.
Não foi testado em animais.
It was the Flint stat. It was Ubier's bank statement. It was Ubier. It was that itsy bitsy tequila. It was my lucky piece of. It was
Enfiou o dardo no pescocinho do general.
She wouldn't have been.
Ops.
She wouldn't have been.
Não é assim, meu príncipe. Eu preciso do detonador. Do detonador eu tenho que explodir. Daí o guarda vai sair da prisão. Aí eu entro lá, investigo. Porra, mano.
He wouldn't be interested. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't be.
Ah, o cara que usa calcinha não ia estar interessado em calcinha? Me poupe, né?
He wouldn't be interested. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't be interested.
Mexer na foto da presidenta é um crime terrível. Eu tentei, não deixa. Eu já tentei fazer tudo. Deixa eu dar calcinha pros estagiários.
I thought again.
Ah, ele pensou.
I thought again. I thought again. I thought again. I thought again.
Cara, não é possível. Não é os estagiários. Mano, calma. Calma. Calma, porra!
It was a portrait. I'd better think. I don't. Not such a. I wasn't convinced. Not so. Nope. That was. Nope. That isn't. No. That. No. It was the flip. That wouldn't. I don't.
Ah! Yes! Cara, que raiva, mano!
Do you have to spit like that?
See. You think I want to swallow that crap?
What I mean is, it can't be doing your business any good. I'm sure you'd sell a lot more gourds if you didn't.
Nobody ever complained before.
Eu tenho que comprar a cuia dela?
I can see I'm not getting through.
Não. Não dá pra eu pegar nenhum item aqui, não dá pra eu comprar desse cara, não dá pra eu falar com esse cara. Ali tem a cabana, por que tem essa cabana? Às vezes eu tenho que tacar uma pedra no vidro da cabana. Já pode parar de fingir que viu o vídeo. Cara, vacilei, devia ter visto mesmo, daí eu já tinha passado.
Nuestra Senhora is la
Ah, dá pra eu falar com
right?
o cara?
Si, senor. The First Lady of Caramonte.
I guess that's her picture I've seen on the posters, huh?
That's her. Quite a looker, no?
If you like big, middle-aged military women.
Si, senor. I do.
So, what has La Presidenta done for this country, apart from emasculating its music?
Take a look around you, senor. The splendid docks, the walk-in shopping mall, but most of all, she has brought prosperity.
Where?
For the first time in the history of Caramonte, we have an export trade.
Inside the hut was a chair and a small table.
Vou botar minha calcinha ali.
The man was puffing away at a crudely...
Essa é a calcinha? Não dá. Mano, por favor, eu só quero descobrir o que eu tenho que fazer. Eu já tô preso aqui há 1 hora, mano. Pô, tô preso numa região que nem era pra eu estar preso, tá ligado? Uma região, pô, zoada, mano. Pelo menos não tem a musiquinha do demônio, na verdade. Se eu usar dica é muito zoado? Não é zoado, mano. Dica não é zoado, tá ligado?
I had no more to talk.
Será que eu perco algum achievement? Não é, cara, não é. Você já usou 5 vezes, eu não usei, porque pra usar você tem que clicar na dica. Eu não cliquei na dica nenhuma vez. Ah, eu tenho que clicar aqui. Se eu clicar aqui sem querer... Vou dar calcinha pra ela.
What was it you wanted to talk about?
I didn't think she'd be interested. There was nothing else.
What was it you...
I didn't think she...
What was it you want...
I didn't think she...
What was it you want...
I didn't think she'd be...
Mano, aquele cara quer muito uma calcinha.
Sorry, Sorry, I wasn't going to...
Cara, qual que é o segredo aqui? Como me livro do general?
It was General Grass.
Se eu tivesse um general e eu quisesse me livrar dele, eu dava uma calcinha pra ele. Tem achievement de completar esse jogo sem dica, então... Ó, e assim, aqui eu não usei a dica, usei? Não, né? Aqui eu não usei. Será que contou? Não é possível. Não usou! Quando usa tem que clicar. É o meu objetivo, é. Jogo de filha da puta, velho. Quem que gosta de jogar essa merda, mano? Terrível.
It was Miguel.
Era o Miguel, o gaitista. Era o Miguel.
Nope.
Era o Miguel.
There was a furlong. It was Miguel. I'd better think. It was my luck. It was the metal cone. It was the black. There was a forlorn-looking guy. It was Miguel. No. I'd better. No. I wasn't. Nope. Not so. That is wrong. I wasn't. Nope. I don't. No. I wasn't.
Gente, calma.
Not such a good.
Uma hora eu vou descobrir o que eu tenho que fazer, mano. Uma hora eu vou descobrir. Cara, eu tô achando que, primeiro, eles têm detonador lá, velho. Como que eu vou tirar aquela mina de lá? Eu não quero falar mais com ninguém. Olha lá, eu não tenho mais o que falar com ninguém. Eu já falei com o servidor inteiro.
I had nothing.
Olha lá, eu não tenho mais nada pra falar com ninguém, velho. Isso que é foda.
In Quadamonte, defacing a. The more.
Gente, eu não sei o que fazer, mano. Clica na dica e dá load? Não, acho que não adianta, mano. Esse aqui é o cara do repolho.
That guy wasn't in.
Mas ele não quer comprar repolho. Se eu falar com a Nico, ele vai falar que ela não tem nada pra falar. Aí vai coringar num point and click. Oxe, agora dá pra falar sim.
Did you notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes, it looked like a map to me, but I couldn't make out the details.
Whatever it was, the general didn't want us to see it. Could you distract the general while I took a look at that chart?
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering at me?
Yeah, you'd make a great snake charmer. Come on, 5 minutes is all I need.
Well, maybe. But it's your harebrained scheme.
Eu já tinha falado com ela. Inclusive na delegacia eu tentei falar com ela pra ela fazer isso e não deixou. Eu não sou ator, eu tentei falar com ela na delegacia pra ela distrair o policial. Ela não falou nada, eu tentei dar calcinha pra ela, tá ligado? Mas, sei lá, velho. Vai, distrai ele. Vamos, bota a calcinha nele.
There was nothing else.
Ah lá, como que você vai destruir ele? Então...
What was it you wanted?
I didn't think she...
Mano, como é que ela vai distrair? Eu não entendi. Isso,
My girlfriend has a favor she wants to ask you, General.
For you, my dear. Anything.
Boa.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't. She's embarrassed about asking you for an interview, General.
An interview with me? Fabuloso!
Well, I want to write a story.
Nossa, mano, eu fiquei 3 horas preso.
You hear that, Ronaldo? An exclusive glossy spread about
Tô feliz,
your
pelo menos eu não usei a
beloved
dica.
General.
Si, Signor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
Ué.
I'll get you for this, Josh Toba.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
Tá, será que... Ó, o cara tá trabalhando, ele nem vai ver que eu tô na sacanagem aqui, mexendo na mesa do general,
I had
mano.
no need for junk mail. The safe was undoubted.
Agora eu vou ver.
No, 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 senor.
He won't know unless you tell him.
You don't know him, senor. He will worm it out of me as easily as he de-waxes his ear.
Okay. I'd have to get rid of him.
Mano, agora como é que eu vou me livrar do
I'd still have
velho?
to figure out how...
Pelo amor de Deus, mano. Vai, Reinaldo, vamos.
Would you take my friend to the ruins now the general's gone?
I'd be honored, senor.
Thanks. I'll go get him.
Tá, eu vou chamar a Pearl. Vou chamar a Pearl.
I've made the arrangements for your visit
Pronto.
to the temple, Pearl.
Oh, that's just great, George. Why don't you come too, honey?
I'd love to, but right now I have to save the world.
Boa, boa.
Listen, sweetie. I'm looking for an official guide to take me to the old pyramid.
For a lovely lady, I would go to the ends of the earth. For you, I will go as far as the pyramid and back. But what about your husband?
Caralho.
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Let's go, Beanpole.
Que isso, cara? Na moral, o BRD Crocs já pelo sub. 2 beijinhos na lagoa já pelos 37.
Pearl and Ronaldo set out for the ruined pyramid. I prepared to search the police station.
Nice, vamos
I
lá.
had no need.
Tá, não dá pra eu ver nada, né? Não dá pra abrir o cofre também.
It was a computer monitor. I didn't have time.
Já vi
The
isso.
safe was
Já vi isso. Vamos ver o mapa, né?
It looked like a geological survey map showing the land to the southeast of Quaramonte City. About 60 miles inland and upstream was an area marked Teoculcan.
Tá, deixa eu falar com o meu mano Miguel. Ver se ele acorda, né? Miguel Gaiteiro. Ah, ele vai se esforcar! Enforcar.
I'm George Stobart. You're Miguel the musician, aren't you?
Ex-musician, senor. My career is finished.
Going to jail could be the boost your career needed.
Senor, I would rather die than live with this shame.
Não, Miguelzão, que isso,
Have
mano.
you heard of a guy called Karzak?
Yes. The old man spoke of him.
The foreigner? Professor Ubier?
That's right. This man Karzak is Ubier's boss.
Why is that noose hanging from the bars?
Ronaldo strung it up for me to hang myself.
Caralho, foi o Reinaldão,
Don't cry
mano.
for me, Senor Stubborn. When I am dead, the goddess will take my soul to rest in paradise.
O Reinaldão é psicopata.
I couldn't reach the noose.
Não, eu pego com a minha calcinha. Aham. É, dá pra eu...
It was a length of rope, knotted in a...
Como é que eu vou pegar, mano? O laço.
I couldn't reach. I couldn't reach the light.
Tem a luz também.
Someone had thoughtfully provided little shades for the light bulbs. The rest of the prison area looked like an English public toilet.
Tá, chat. Agora é oficial. Agora eu me perdi mesmo. Eu olhei o mapa. Agora eu vou na companhia de... Ah, deixa ele com a corda aí. Foda-se. Fazer, mano. Já fiz mais do que meu trabalho aqui, né? Não consegui pegar a corda, mano. Poxa, tá chegando fax, hein?
The filing cabinet.
Ah, tá trancado. Não, a gente tem tempo ainda. Eu vou falar pra ela onde é que fica a escavação, ela vai me dar a bomba, a gente vai liberar o Miguel. Daí eu entro na delegacia, pego a corda, acabou. Acabou, resolvido. Boto a corda na cabra, mato a cabra.
I gotta good look
Ah lá.
at the chart in the police station. It's a map of Quaramonte.
Does it tell us where Ubier is heading?
Yeah, a place
Eu-
called Teoculcan.
That's the site of the mine. I wonder why they're being so secretive about Ubier's plans.
Teoculcan.
One thing's for sure. If the general's involved, they're up to no good. I'd like to talk to that musician we get. Take the detonator and get him out of that jam.
Yes! Fizemos progresso, chat. Um progressinho que a gente enrolou por conta de uma conversa ali que foi lagada. É foda, mano. Progresso sendo feito. Aqui é pelo menos 50% do jogo, mano. Pelo menos, pelo menos. Lucky Dark Cabra plus 20, obrigado, viu? Apesar de estar ocupado com os estudos, estou sempre por aqui. Obrigado, mano. Igual no primeiro que você ficou preso por conta de um clique errado. Não, sabe o problema? É porque ela tinha que estar especificamente aqui fora depois de você tentar olhar o mapa. Porque eu tentei falar com ela dentro, fala que não tem mais o que falar. Eu tentei falar com ela antes de olhar o mapa, também falou que não tinha o que falar. Ah, mó cu de burro, mano. Muito específico. Deixa eu dar meu explosivo pro meu mano Dwayne. Pra gente salvar nosso mano Miguel. Hã?
Here is the detonator, Dwayne.
Aham.
Keep
Mais ou
your
menos.
voice down, George. You want
Calma aí.
everyone to know. You'd best go and warn Miguel that the U.S. cavalry's on the way.
Tá, eu tenho que falar pro meu mano Miguel. Tá falando com a Maitê, gente. Avisar ele, né, mano? Nossa, ele vai tá morto. Ele vai tá morto pra caralho. Avá? Ué, eu podia estar falando com o espírito. Não entendi. Adson, Brea plus 42, Davi Brea plus 6, obrigado. Poderia compartilhar algumas palavras de sabedoria? Não cometa crimes. Dentro do possível.
Hey, Miguel.
What is it? What is happening?
We're getting out of here.
Who's we? They've sent the Delta Force?
Nope.
The Impossible Missions Force?
Don't make me sick.
Force
Much
seems-
better.
Who then?
A retired greetings card salesman from Ohio.
I'm doomed.
Ui!
You're not the only one.
I should have known you'd be trouble the moment I saw you.
Look, I can explain everything.
Get in that cell, now.
And what if I refuse?
He'll shoot you.
Okay, here I am, going quietly into the cell.
Calma que o meu mano Dwayne vai salvar o mundo, mano.
Very wise, North Americano scum.
One of the reasons I hate guns so much is the way they make people so damned impolite.
I hope you're enjoying your vacation, Senor Stobart.
Go polish your weapon, Ronaldo.
Já vai fazer só ps.
This was part of your plan, right?
Well, in a manner of speaking, no. I was all out of ideas. It was up to Nico now.
So, here we are.
Cara, o cara trocou até de roupa o Hakim,
I
mano.
thought I would slip into something more comfortable.
The stench of cheap cologne rolled over me like tear gas.
So, what do you want to know about me? Ask and I will answer. I will deny you nothing. I am a very giving person.
How nice for your friends.
Ela saiu de perto.
Your eyes are glittering like stars.
His damn cologne was making my eyes water. I was running out of sofa.
Eu vou jogar com ela?
As spirited as you are beautiful, I admire that.
As long as he admired it from afar. I didn't want to watch a lot of tawdry soap operas. Cutting-edge technology, in 1978 at any rate.
Ah, ela não tem... Ela não tem
I didn't want the love.
nenhum item, hein? Então...
On close inspection, I noticed that the swordfish was peppered with machine gun bullet holes.
Para pescar
The
o
general
peixe
was a
com-
real sportsman, and no mistake. A stuffed
Vou falar com ele, vai. Antes de ir embora.
Is that a lava lamp?
Sure, it's more impressive in the dark. I'll close the blinds.
No, no, don't do that. Not on such a beautiful day.
Ele fechou, né? Poxa, ele ligou... Uou! Uou! Que é isso, cara?
Big fish. Catch it yourself?
Catch it. Fishing poles are for children.
Then how did... Are those littles?
2 magazines on full automatic.
Caralho, Brinks Apple 16.
I, love your TV.
Oh, yeah. Cool, no?
I didn't want the picture. It was a portrait of...
Ah, dá pra eu falar com ele do quadro? E daí eu acho que eu vou embora, né?
Who's the guy with the hat and the fat cigar?
My mother.
Ué. Caralho, é tua mãe?
Mom, what is going on here?
Nothing, Mom. I was...
I'm in uniform. And when I'm in uniform, it's...
Madame la Presidente. Sorry, Madame la Presidenta.
Now, what is going on here?
Nothing, Madame la Presidenta. I was just showing my friend Nico some of the cool stuff I've got.
Good afternoon, señorita. And just what are your intentions toward my son?
Mano, desliga essa TV, cara.
We were just talking.
How nice. She has good bone structure, Raoul. Has she any brains?
She's a reporter.
Is she? And what sort of questions has she been asking?
I'm a freelance photojournalist. I do lifestyle features.
For what sort of magazines?
It looks safest to play dumb with good bone structure. Haya, lifestyle of the super rich and vainglorious. Envy magazine.
Revista da inveja, mano.
Raoul, you've chosen well for a chair.
It was pretty obvious who pulled the strings around here. I hope George was making good use of the time I was buying him.
É, tá fazendo ótimo.
And when you were in this band of yours, you used to play that song for 2 hours?
Yeah, we were really famous at our college. Still, ours wasn't as good as the original version.
I have never heard that song before, yet I have no doubt that this must be true.
Hey! Psst. Hey, George!
Dwayne Henderson. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. Get to the American consul and tell him I've been imprisoned without charge.
Get real, George. He was the previous occupant of that cell you're in. We're gonna have to use good old American know-how to get you out of there.
Uh-oh.
That, and this truck full of explosives I've got here.
Dwayne, listen to me.
O cara vai explodir a cidade inteira, mano.
You're such a naysayer, George. It'll go like clockwork. Negative to negative, it's positive to you gotta get the bare copper wire here. Let me just, all right, I'll just hook that up. All right, there we go. Okay, just a minute. I've got to get to a safe distance.
Quick, Miguel, hit the mattress.
You have strange customs up north.
Here we go.
Too late.
Ué, mas ele não explodiu aqui?
Are we dead yet?
Horse shit.
What happened to the explosives?
There ain't no explosives. My dumbass supplier must have given me organic fertilizer instead of
O cara
chemical.
explodiu merda, mano.
All I got here is 400 pounds of lightly fried horse apples.
That's a lovely image, Dwayne. Never mind, I'll think of something.
Cara, como é que eu vou sair da prisão agora? Nossa, eu vou ter que pensar mesmo.
The door was locked.
E se eu pegar a
I
corda?
couldn't reach.
Pede pro cara a corda.
Listen to me, Miguel. You give me that rope and I'll get us out of here. Is there somewhere you can hide from the general?
Of course. My friends have a boat ready to take me upriver. But how are you going to break out of here with just a short piece of rope?
I'm not sure, but I'll think of something.
Calma, calma. O plano está vindo. O que a gente faz agora?
If your plan doesn't work, will you let me hang myself in peace?
Bota a calcinha. Tá, não é na calcinha.
I couldn't escape that way.
Eu dou a corda pro meu mano, pro Duane, e ele puxa o caminhão.
I couldn't escape.
Eu botei a corda? Botei.
I had nothing else. Hey, Dwayne, I want you to tie this rope to your truck and then drive forward. I had no idea whether this was really going to work, but I'd seen it in a black and
Será
white
que vai
western.
arrancar a
Of course,
parede, mano?
Hopalong was using a horse, and Dwayne had a 4-ton truck, but hey, the principle's sound.
Anything you say, George.
Please forgive my mother. She can be a little...
Cara, a mãe dele ficou aí.
Oh, my feet. Raoul, propose, you idiot.
Don't mind her. She just wants grandchildren.
Don't think I can't hear you, Raoul.
Claro, a casa é
I
dela.
want
Ah,
the worthy successor, and you're not it. Propose now, or I'll do it for you.
Look, Nico, we haven't known each other very long, but...
tá, porra, deu
What
certo.
the hell was that?
I didn't know what was going on, but Georges had to be involved in it somewhere.
Caralho, mano, é uma casinha boa, viu aí? Porra.
I ain't gonna say a thing, cause that sweet sound of falling masonry says it all.
Quick, senor, the river.
E cadê a... Esqueci o nome dela, Nico?
Wait, what about Nico?
É. Ela apareceu já.
Georges, what have you done? You only had to sneak a look at the chart, and it's turned into World War
Agora
III.
tu bota o calcinha. É agora? Não é possível. Acelera, Duane!
Terrorists come. You talking to me, Junior?
Yes, I'm talking to you, fat man, and my name's not Junior.
A word to the wise, Junior. You carry on waving that pea shooter in my face, and the next person who sees it is gonna be your proctologist. Savvy?
Que isso?
General, I am happy to report that I have apprehended the terrorists. You idiot, not them, the other American and the French woman. They're the ones.
Armamos a fuga. VXG Ladra plus 23. Ai, que alto. GG, falei que eu zerava antes, mano. Tá 6?
When I recovered consciousness, I was alone, washed up on the riverbank. My head was aching fiercely, and my mouth tasted like a swamp. At first, I thought the music I heard was in my head. Just my luck to wind up in paradise with a migraine.
Eu tô com a minha calcinha ainda?
But I followed the sound and discovered a treehouse in a nearby clearing.
Máquina de lavar, trepadeira. Eu vou pegar a trepada aqui pra usar com a minha calcinha. Ai.
That vine rope could be useful. The machine was broken. The contraption consisted of a...
Eu tô com a minha calcinha ainda?
It was a pair of... It would have been a shame to tamper with the elegant bridge.
Ah. Cara, quem que tem essa casa aqui absurda? Pô, insana essa casa, velho.
The iron rim of the water wheel would have torn the skin from my fingers if I touched it. The water wheel had been built. The wheel had a rim of roughly beaten iron.
Tá. Vou pegar a cruz. Não sei por que eu peguei isso.
I guess that was intentional.
Vou botar a cruz aqui. Ué.
It was a pile of damp leaves. It was a pile of damp leaves.
Tá. Então a gente tem que botar a vinha aqui. Tá. Bota a calcinha, então. Tá, não é. Prensa. O que eu vou prensar, hein?
The stones were too heavy to turn by hand.
A gente bota a vinha aqui. Leva ela. Tá, conectamos as duas. Agora eu boto minha calcinha aqui na cruz. Não.
It was a pile of... I always wanted a treehouse like that when I was a kid.
Porra, mano. O que eu faço com a cruz?
Hello? Anyone home?
Vou pegar a cruz agora.
It seemed to be working.
Calma, preciso raciocinar agora. Cara, essas folhas não existem aqui à toa. Vamos falar a verdade.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Folha úmida. O que significa? Que pega fogo com carvão.
It seemed to be working.
Cara, onde é que eu boto essa cruz, mano? Ah, vou botar a cruz na prensa. Ah!
Now I had the contraption working.
E pra que eu vou prensar? O carvão. A calcinha. Minha latinha de ferro.
The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
Ah. Tá, mas o que eu vou prender? O relógio de cachorro. Não. O batom. Ah, minhoca! Ah. O bicho. A folha, Alan. A folha. Agora a gente pega a folha.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Será que eu preciso pegar a folha com cone, mano? Ah, pra que eu quero prensar folha? Fala pra mim. Não existe um motivo pra isso.
It was a pile of...
Folhas úmidas.
It was the black obsidian stone.
Vocês viram que tá saindo vento daqui? Vou botar minha calcinha aqui.
It was a water wheel. Perfect for a game of poo sticks. It would have been a shame to tamper with the elegant bridge. It would have been a...
Calma, calma, calma. Tem algum segredo aqui, mano.
The machine was broken. That is not such a... Nope. That isn't it.
O que eu preciso prensar, hein, mano?
The cone was...
Eu já tentei pensar tudo. Ah, gente, para com isso, velho. Eu já tentei prensar tudo. Meu Deus, eu vi um gato invisível no meu quarto. Agora parando pra pensar, se ele era invisível, como é que eu vi?
It was a pile of damp leaves. It was my lucky piece of coal.
Meu Deus, vai te tomar no cu esse jogo às vezes. O que que eu preciso prensar, mano? Deixa eu salvar. Cara, estamos na metade, 50%. 47. Passando aqui a 50. Cara, tem muitas opções pra fazer aqui, velho. Isso que é foda. Não dá pra eu ir embora daqui? Cara, é uma máquina de lavar. E se eu lavar minha calcinha?
It was a pile of damp leaves. It was a pile of damp leaves. It seemed to be working just fine.
Caralho, velho. Eu tô com dificuldades aqui nessa parte, mano.
I couldn't see any great benefit in sharpening the claws.
Nada pra molar coisa ali naquela pedra. Por que que eu dou uma molada, mano? Mas pra que que eu quero amolar isso? Não, já é afiado, mano.
The iron rim of the water wheel would have... It was a water wheel. A wooden box was connected to the nearby water wheel. It seemed to be working... The machine seemed to be pumping air up to the treehouse.
Bombeando ar?
The machine seemed to be pumping air...
É um ar-condicionado isso daí? E se eu tacar biscoito de cachorro aqui? Não, gente, isso daqui, essa parte aqui tá de sacanagem comigo. Não, essa parte aqui tá de sacanagem.
It was the metal cone. That wouldn't... I'd better think... That wouldn't...
Eu tenho que botar fogo nisso pra bombear fumaça pra dentro da casa. Como que eu vou botar fogo ali? Alan, pensa. O que você precisa pra botar fogo ali na grama? Carvão não deixa. Tá, um papel deixa.
I placed the bank statement over the damp leaves.
Como que eu vou acender um Qual é a minha calcinha? Ah, o carvão ainda não deixa. Tá, eu botei... Calma, agora eu preciso raciocinar, mano. Já fiz um progresso, botei o papel ali pra acender. Agora, o que eu preciso pra acender? O que você usaria, Alan, se você fosse Alan, seu nome? O que você usaria pra acender? Madeira, pau. Eu preciso de pau. Não, mas como você vai acender o pau? Ué, você junta 2 pau e faz assim, ó. Não?
It was the flint statue of Teclado I'd found in Marseille. That wouldn't work.
Por que dá pra eu afiar alguma coisa?
The iron rim of the water wheel would have torn the skin.
Ué, fazer faísca pra cair ali e acender. Então passa o metal aqui. Não? Pariu. Caralho, que cérebro gigante. Que pariu, que cérebro gigante. Nossa. Que cérebro gigante. Que cérebro gigante. Pronto. Inundamos de fumaça a casa. E agora?
Quick, man. Put out that fire. I've got a sick woman up here. Sorry, Father, but I needed to attract your attention.
Caralho, mano. Tudo isso não bastava gritar, o padre não ouve, mano. Cara, um padre no meio da floresta me lembra, sabe o que? O Mr. Echo.
George Stobart. I'm Father Hubert. I don't suppose you speak French. Huh?
Quem?
Why do you want to know that?
Tá no ar aí.
Woman with a fever on the river this morning. The poor girl is close to death, and there's nothing I can do for her but pray. I don't understand her, but I think she's speaking French.
É Nico.
Hang on, that must be Nico.
Deixa eu ver.
Where do you think you're going?
Poxa, cara, eu vou falar com a Nico, irmão.
Got to see Nico. Please, my son. I know it's hard for you, but she really mustn't be disturbed. The girl needs rest. What are you doing out here in the jungle? God's work. Not quite the destination I had in mind when I set out, but you know what they say? Mysterious ways and so on.
Série ruim, não entendo de referência. Me poupe, Vini. Eu vou te banir, mano.
I was on my way to the miners' camp in the north. I was stuck here when my boat capsized on the river.
Meu Deus, o áudio desse jogo é o pior que eu já vi na minha vida.
How long have you been here? 11 years.
11?
That's my girlfriend you've got in your treehouse. What's the matter with her? She's been bitten by a venomous river snake. But can't you do something for her? There's a cure.
Eu vou ter que prensar uma pra ela.
But the local people speak of a root which they believe will counteract the poison. Where can I find this root? I don't know. But maybe the shaman at the village can tell us.
Ah, mano, vou ter que falar com o xamã.
Me? Oh, but I can't. Can't? Nico's life depends on it. You're right. Of course I should, despite my own guilt and shame. But I can't go as a representative of God with a priest collar. A priest collar? You mean you put your personal attire higher than the life of a sick woman? I will not go to that village looking anything but my best. Give me your collar. I'm sure I can find a way to press it.
Poxa, o cara vai se fingir de padre, mano.
Thank you, my son. In the meantime, I must contemplate my sermon. There was obviously more than a creased collar bothering the priest.
Como é que eu vou pra aldeia?
It was Father Hubert's. He wanted me to press it for him.
Cara, o cara quer
So
que eu
there I
passe.
was, hundreds of miles from civilization, doing the housework for a priest. It's a strange world.
O cara quer que eu passe o colarinho dele, mano. Ai, vai cair no chão, vai cair sujo. Eu vou ter que lavar ele. Nossa, vacilei.
The press worked
Ah, não.
surprisingly well on the collar.
Se vocês botar mono no PC de vocês, ele fica com áudio bom? Mentira. Fica maravilhoso! Eu vou fazer no meu.
Here's your collar, Father.
Thank you, George. You'd probably think it a little odd of me to make such a fuss.
Oh no. If I've been living in the jungle for 11 years, I'd be completely screwy too.
Screwy?
Piruta?
Yes, perhaps I am. Ever since my last visit to that village.
Mano, eu vou botar, calma. Como é que faz? Configurações. Facilidade de acesso. Aonde tem isso? Áudio. Áudio mono. Ai, minha vida mudou. Ai.
Do you want to tell me what happened at the village?
I forgot my vows. I let myself be overwhelmed by the beauty of this unspoiled paradise.
Nossa.
And in a moment of weakness, animal passion reared its rampant head.
You know,
Nossa.
you should be writing romantic novels.
Nossa, por que vocês não me falaram isso antes,
Did you
cara?
experience some kind of physical liaison at the village?
Yes, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I found myself doing the monkey dance.
A dança do macaco.
I've never heard it called that before. And I didn't want to pry any deeper into Hubert's murky past.
Nossa, chat, agora ficou até melhor o jogo, mano.
Will you take me to the village?
I've still not finished my sermon.
Look, Father, I still don't know why you're so reluctant to visit that village, and it's none of my business. Whatever the reason, it can't be more important than saving Nico's life.
You're right. I must be crazy. We must make haste if we're to reach the village before nightfall.
Cara, quando o Dino for editar esse
By the time you reach the village,
esse
it is
jogo, ele tem
sunset.
que editar em mono, né? E não, vai ficar muito ruim, cara.
Hello, boys. Glad to see you're still wearing the underpants. What?
They're the best Christmas present we ever had, Father.
Mine are too tight.
Well, we all have our cross to bear. This is George. He has a request to make. I'm afraid I can't stay. Good luck, George.
Oxi, o cara me drou... Ah, eles estão de calcinha! Agora eu posso botar a minha também. Finalmente eu
That's a
vou usar.
relief. I never feel comfortable with him about.
Me neither. These damn pants keep riding right up my butt.
So, what do you want?
My girlfriend has been bitten by a snake.
Nossa.
So, everyone in my family has been bitten by snakes.
I was bitten by a dormouse once.
She's real sick. I hoped your wise man might have medicine.
Wise man? You must have the wrong village.
Ué.
Father Hubert said there was a wise man in the village who could help me.
Ooh, he must mean the old man, the shaman.
Are you going to stand by and let my girlfriend die?
Of course not. What do you think we are, savages?
We'll start the preparations for a cremation feast.
Amanhã 10 da manhã vai estar aqui também? Ah, vamos
I'd like
ver,
to
né?
see the shaman, please.
You can't just go walking in there and demand to speak to the shaman.
Why not?
You have to observe the protocol. The shaman demands tribute.
Tribute? You
Minha
mean
calcinha.
like a gift?
That's right.
The eternal question. What do you give a man who has everything?
Uma calcinha. Não dá pra dar calcinha pro xamã? Uma larva.
Look, I know it's not much, but I want your shaman to have this.
Do you expect him to eat that?
He's an old man, you know. He might choke.
Tá, batonzinho pro xamã.
Would your wise man have any use for lipstick?
Not in that color.
Haven't you anything in black?
Of course I don't.
Cachorro.
Here, He'll like these biscuits.
Oh, ele quis o biscoito. Caralho, meu som tá tão bom que eu até precisava melhorar minha dor de cabeça já que eu tava por causa do áudio.
He liked the biscuits, especially the black ones. He wants to know if you've any more.
Pô, mais biscoito? Onde é que eu vou arranjar mais biscoito pro xamã? Eu tenho uma calcinha.
I didn't think the Indians would accept that gift.
Ah, erro meu.
There wasn't much point in sending the empty box back to the shaman.
Nossa, eu não tô acreditando que eu vou ter que dar carvão pro xamã comer, velho.
I put my lucky piece of coal in the empty box.
Kátia, eu botei o carvão dentro da caixa.
Stop.
Eu vou dar carvão pro xamã comer, velho.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him.
Nossa, cara, olha esse áudio, que incrível.
The shaman didn't want the black rock.
Ué. E minha calcinha?
I tucked the bright red panties in the empty box.
Ah. Meti a calcinha e um
There's
batom.
already something in the box.
Ah. Vamos ver se ele vai querer a calcinha.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
Ah, se o xamanzão não querer minha calcinha, acabou, irmão. Nossa, o xamanzão tá como agora? Absurdo.
The shaman was pretty mad about those panties.
Well, I didn't mean to offend him.
You didn't. He was disappointed that they didn't fit.
Ah, que pena, cara. Eu falei, mano. Não serviu, cara. Pô, aí é foda, mano. Vou botar a estátua do
I
Tiki
put the
Tsuku.
statue in the... Here.
I'll give them to him.
Cara, o que eu tenho que dar pra porra do xamã, velho? Porra, velho. Rodrigo já pelos 16, André já pelos 10, mano.
The shaman said to give you back this statue.
He didn't want it?
He's already got one.
Ah.
Give me a clue. What kind of things does your shaman like? Does he have a hobby, a favorite sport?
You insult us. The shaman lives on a higher plane.
Oh, right. Maybe a book would be more suitable. Or a jigsaw puzzle? Don't you just hate choosing presents for people you don't know?
Sim. Ele vai querer isso?
This cone could have 1,000 uses.
Yeah? Like what?
A protective helmet?
I don't think so.
Ah, não quer o cone. E essa pedra?
This stone is what brought me here.
That's a spirit stone. I wouldn't touch it if I was you.
You're right. It could be cursed.
Tá, a gente vai ter que botar alguma coisa dentro aí. O que eu boto? A minhoca ele não quis. Batom ele não quis. Isso eu já botei. Isso também. A calça... Ué, só falta isso. Ou o eclipse. É minha?
I dropped the poison dart into the box with just a little itch of misgiving.
Ixi, mano, já, o xamã vai se envenenar e morrer.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him. It didn't work.
What?
Your feeble attempt to assassinate the shaman by concealing a dart within this
Assassinar?
box.
Tá tava assassinando o xamã. Por que assassinar o xamã? Cara, eu já tentei dar tudo pro xamã.
I didn't think that was such a...
A calcinha não serviu. O batom eu já tentei dar, ele não quis. Faltou a pedra, né?
That was...
Faltou a pedra.
I put the Mayan stone... Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him.
Cara, se não for a pedra, acabou, mano. Eita, o xamã ficou com a caixa, era a pedra.
The shaman wants to talk to you.
I hoped he would. Well, it's been nice to talk to you guys.
Liberou.
That woman certainly wasn't the reason I'd come to the village.
Tô vendo nem mulher.
I couldn't think of any reason to steal the villagers' rock collection. The fire was too hot to approach, even if I'd wanted to.
Cadê o xamã?
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Please, sit down. Welcome, George.
Thanks.
It has long been foretold that a white man would bring the coyote stone to this village.
Vou dar o batom pra ele.
I don't suppose this would be any use to you.
It sure would. This wax on a stick will change our lives.
What do you want it for?
To decorate our bodies for the monkey dance.
My girlfriend's been bitten by a snake.
And you want me to heal her?
That's the idea. Can you do it?
I'm not sure. My gums aren't what they used to be.
Que é? Ele queria surpar o veneno?
Listen, my girlfriend's in a coma. Please, old man, give me the root.
What root?
Father Hubert told me of a root which could cure the bite of the river snake.
There's nothing sacred with these people. That was our secret, known only to members of my tribe.
If that root is my chance of saving Nico's life, then I want it. Fast.
There is time yet, George Stobart. Time to learn why you were called here.
Fine. If I listen to your story, then will you give me the root?
The eel travels far, but still returns to the place of his spawning.
And look, I'm running a tight schedule, so can you skip the riddles?
Eita!
Many years ago, when the world was young, the great god and king Quetzalcoatl was defeated by trickery and deceit. His enemy Tezcatlipoca took his place as leader and demanded terrible human sacrifices. A group of loyal priests found a way to trap Tezcatlipoca. But his powers were so great, they knew he would not remain trapped forever. His time of incarceration would end with the eclipse, which marked the close of the Fifth Age.
Eita, o eclipse vai soltar o escacocopa.
Fashioned 3 obsidian stones which contained the power to seal the mirror for all time. But before the stones could be put in place, they were seized by the invading Spanish.
But how did they trap Tez, the evil god?
They built a pyramid which they told Tezcatlipoca was dedicated to him. At its center, they fashioned a huge mirror, perfectly smooth obsidian. Luring him into the pyramid with praise and flattery, they used sorcery to ensnare him in the mirror.
There's an eclipse of the sun due very
Não,
soon,
Reminho,
isn't
vai
there?
pra lá. Vai
Correct.
sem...
The eclipse which marks the ending of the Fifth Age will come before the next full moon.
Less than 2 weeks. I didn't really believe that
Ó, tem 2 semanas de jogo ainda.
But I figured Karzak's plans were in some way connected. Why is Father Hubert so reluctant to visit the village?
Porque ele é um ex-membro.
He used to come here a lot, but then he just stopped. You'd think he'd want to spend some time with his kids.
Did you say Father Hubert?
Xamã fala inglês. Ele teve que aprender para jogar os jogos da Nintendo.
All conceived in the same week at the Feast of the Monkey Dance.
What happened to the stones?
They were taken by the Spanish to the coastal town that is now called Quaramonte City. Only one stone reached Spain. The other two fell into the hands of buccaneers. The Jaguar stone was captured by an English captain, El Draco. The Eagle stone was taken by a pirate called Ketch. The third stone, the Coyote stone, reached Spain safely. That is the stone in your possession.
Tell me more about the Jaguar stone.
Many centuries ago, the port of Quaramonte was entered by a ship flying Spanish colors. The captain, the man known as El Draco, sent soldiers ashore. Only when the soldiers arrested the mayor did the people realize that they were English privateers. The mayor was held hostage while the soldiers looted and plundered the city. Amongst the treasures they stole was the Jaguar stone.
Where is the Jaguar stone now?
I suppose El Draco took it back to his homeland, across the Great Sea.
To England. Tell me more
Ele
about
vai ter
the
que ir pra
Eagle stone.
Inglaterra?
The stone was loaded onto a galleon with many valuable artifacts plundered by the Spanish. But shortly after leaving harbor, a terrible squall blew up and damaged the ship. The ship was intercepted by a bloodthirsty pirate, Captain Ketch. Ketch made short work of overpowering the crew, stealing the treasure, and sinking the Spanish ship.
Você falou, Calango, o cara tá fazendo gameplay de clique jogos muito foda, muito kingo. Eu tô jogando com meu peru, mano, igual você. Em homenagem.
Where's the Eagle stone now?
Nobody knows for sure.
Cara, você que faz uns bagulho assim, não faz?
Porra.
What do I do when I find the stones?
Bring them here to me and I shall prepare you. The stones
Deu uma
must
boa
be
ideia
taken
pra
to the
ele.
heart of the pyramid. Only there can they be used to seal the gate by which Tezcatlipoca will return to this world.
Ele já fez, mano. Ele pintou um quadro com o peru lá com o Zero, mano. Você acha que ele já não fez? Você acha que ele já não jogou com o peru,
Now
mano?
do I get the root?
Here, take it.
Ah, esse pega uma raizinha.
Wish to save the girl's life.
Zerando o Jump King, piscando o cu. Opa! Pulei.
Now you're talking in riddles again. Listen, is it okay if I crash here? I've got no chance of finding my way through the
Você tá de
jungle in
óculos
the dark.
escuros na noite, cara.
You're welcome, but you probably won't get much sleep. Tonight's the night of the monkey dance.
Meu Deus, quero muito ver a dança do macaco. Um pouco mais tarde. O que você fez, cara? Você jogou com a Fimose? Que da hora, mano.
I left the village at dawn and stumbled
Ah, eu não
back
vi a
to the
dança do
Gabinete
macaco?
post-party days. It was just like sneaking back to my parents' house when I was younger. Except Oakland didn't have monkeys or parrots.
Pô, fiquei 3 horas lá na vila só pra ver a dança do macaco. Pô, com certeza vou ter que esmagar a raiz aqui, né? Meio óbvio. Então eu já vou...
Cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
Já vou acelerar o processo aqui, ó. Toma. Já era. Maravilha. Mitch brilhar por 1 ano. Mick Santana brilhar pelos 4 meses. Batsuko brilhar pelos 22. Será que agora ele lê? Claro que não. Sari brilhar pelos 17.
As the liquid was squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone.
Caralho, eu já acelerei o processo aqui, hein? Ah, esse agora a gente pega o cone. Cheio de líquido de cobra. Ué. Oxi. Cone. Casa da árvore. Aí, boa. Leva o cone lá já. Vambora.
Look, Hubert, the antidote. What you waiting for? Give it to her, quickly.
Tá, calma aí.
Nico. Here, drink this.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
Just swallow it down. Okay, try and rest now, darling. You'll need all your strength when we go after the other 2 stones.
Nossa, a gente tem que ir atrás de 2 pedras ainda, mano.
What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, George Stobart?
The patient is sounding more like her old self already.
Após voar pelo mar caribenho... Ah, não, a gente já foi direto pra Ilha dos Caraibos.
Nico recovered quickly from her fever.
Nossa, me lembra Monkey Island.
To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean with the fortune he'd amassed from piracy. He'd retired to a place that was later called Ketch's Landing.
Ketch's Landing. Opa! Tem um achievement. Vou falar com o homem. Pô, preciso salvar pra ver quantos... Ah, eu chuto 60% aqui, tá? O cara foi embora? Nossa, não deixa rastro na areia, mano. É foda.
Hi, is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's George Stobart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
I don't know. Hobby, maybe?
Yeah, right. What brings you here, anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
Mas, chat, que era pra eu ter recebido um negócio aqui que acabou que eu olhei e não recebi. Daí eu falo, ué, se eu não recebi, onde que ele tá? Era pra eu ter recebido. Tá ligado? Mas no fim do dia eu não recebi. Era pra eu ter recebido? Porque eu não recebi nada. Tá ligado? Como que falam que eu recebi se eu não recebi? Falaram que tá no meu e-mail. Não tem nada no meu e-mail. E... Caralho, mano! Parabéns, você recebeu 576 Community Awards na Steam. Caralho! Eu recebi 170 mil pontos! Gente, vocês me deram 170 mil pontos na Steam, mano. Que isso? Só com um reviewzinho eu ganhei 170 mil pontos, mano. Caralho, eu preciso fazer mais review, mano. Que isso, mano. Ganhei 200 mil pontos. Que absurdo, cara. Eu aqui me matando pra pegar um K. É, Spring, se você fizesse review bom, né, mano? Igual eu, daí quem sabe, né, velho? Pô, eu fiz uma obra-prima, né?
Look at this. An article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh, yeah? Listen, I don't want to be rude, but it just comes naturally. I really don't care.
Pô, criei uma puta história, mano. Será que ele conhece a
This
pedra?
is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century...
Hold it! The stones have been lost for 300 years?
Approximately.
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
A wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha. That's rich. Listen, I got work to do, okay?
Catch you later, Bronson.
2.400 pessoas acharam essa análise útil. Cara, sabe o que é foda? Eu tenho certeza que muita gente que deu esses pontos nem me conhece, mano.
Sneak a look at those plans.
Hey, get out of
Eu
there.
vou ter que tirar esse cara daqui pra eu bater o olho ali, mano.
You know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project.
Dá pra eu ir pra algum lugar? Dá pra eu subir ali. Deixa eu ver essa rede aqui se dá pra pegar. Porque caiu na rede é peixe.
I didn't want a fishing net.
Ah.
It was a net left to dry in the sunshine.
Porra. Acho que quem quiser me dar mais uns pontinhos aí, eu nem sabia que review dava ponto aí. Pô, quase 200 mil pontos numa review. Pô, bom, né?
You wanna buy some fish?
Eu quero pescar.
I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river. What about you?
George. It means, well, it's just a name.
O moleque é real.
Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing.
Que é Bronson?
One of the plans for redeveloping the museum.
Ah, aquele
They
cara lá.
kind of regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to draw me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Do you know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the weather's about to get real bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust me, man, it's going to get real bad.
Ué? Esse barco
I didn't know
aqui.
the first thing about sailing a dinghy. It was a seaworthy little craft, in bad need of a coat of paint, but spotlessly clean and maintained.
A review do Alan de 100 mil avaliações é a em primeiro lugar de Most Helpful. Calma, minha review tá em top 1? Não é possível, velho.
I recognize the
Ô, eu vou derrubar essa porra pro cara ter que arrumar e eu conseguir ver o plano dele. Dá uma bica nessa porra, vai. Foda-se, bicuda. Bicuda essa merda. Eita, eu só olhei. Ó, tá brilhando ali o pau. Eu não entendi, era pra eu ter visto alguma coisa? Eu vi um pauzinho brilhando. E review? Ah, eu fiz uma review do Little Company lá só pra ganhar os prêmios da Steam. Ai. Ó, tá brilhando do meio, hein?
I couldn't reach it.
Ué, pega a escada. Será que as velhas vão encucar comigo se eu pegar a escada? Tá, mas... Era esse, né, que tava brilhando? Pegar o mastro aqui.
I couldn't reach it.
Irmão, sobe na escada e pega. As velhas vão encucar comigo, né? Ixi.
You there? What are you doing?
Tá falar
Pardon me,
cantando.
ladies. I was just going to climb your ladder. I'm helping Bronson.
Oh, you're not like him, are you? He's very polite, isn't he, Frost? And he has dimples.
Golden Capa de novo! Caralho, cara, eu sou predestinado, mano. Meu canal tem Golden Capa toda semana. Minha review da Steam bombou. Que isso?
Hi, Puss. Wanna play?
Pussy? Oxi, olha isso. Chat, aproveita o Golden
Hey,
Capa
cat.
que é raro, hein?
Watch where you're putting those claws.
Ele tentou me esfaquear o gatinho? Eu vou dar uma larvinha pra ele
The
comer.
cat looked at me as if to say, "Why have you brought
ganhei um
a dead
achievement.
worm halfway around the world?"
Ganhei um
I had no
achievement
answer.
por dar uma gosminha pro gato. Com moral.
The window was locked. I couldn't think of any reason to climb the tree. A large tree stood beside the house, with a suggestive U formed by the branches.
Ah, dá pra eu escalar o
I couldn't
usão,
think
né?
of any...
Ah, vou ter que falar com as velhas. Dá pra eu entrar? Elas vão causar comigo. Vão causar pra caralho, né?
It was locked.
Vou passar por baixo da escada. Dá azar?
The house is closed.
How come?
It is undergoing refurbishment.
Refurbishment? Where are the workmen?
Preparation is half the work, young man. The intention is to prepare the museum for the new century.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate. It's precisely this sort of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake
Esse
the
cara é
museum's
sujo, esse senhor
refurbishment
Bronson
at
aí,
a
hein, mano.
very reasonable price.
Obrigado, Henrique,
He
pelos bits, mano.
understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina?
Well, he does.
Listen, ma'am. I came a long way to visit this place.
If we make an exception in your case,
Everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
Deixa eu passar embaixo da escada. Ah, não dá. Gente, aproveita o Golden Cap, hein, mano. É raro, tá? O bagulho, porra, irmão. Ó, tô até tremendo aqui, ó. Ignaldo Bré plus 5 sub de presente. Felipe Bré plus 44. Faria Man Bré plus 32. Cassius Bré plus 100 bits. Pandalbina Bré plus 100 bits. Felipe Bré plus sub de presente. Marcos Bré plus 100. Monobola Serelepe Bré plus 100 bits. Muliro Bré plus 40. Golden Scap é scan. Cara, que scan, Guilherme. É 100% um negócio incrível, raríssimo, velho. Se fosse scan não existia, né, mano?
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Mano.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea.
Eu gosto de café. É o gatinho, é a carinha do gatinho.
Is that your cat?
Yes, it is.
That's Ruddles.
Do you like cats, Mr. Stobart?
You bet. Especially spit roast.
Que espeto, louco! Não gosto de gato no espeto, não.
You're really fond of that cat, aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it wasn't my style. Maybe
Cara,
there
o cara
was some
falou gosto de
other way
gato
I
no
could use their
espeto.
affection for the cat to get me into the house.
Tá, como é que eu vou fazer o gato se apaixonar por mim?
Anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell
peixe.
me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobart?
Ah, eu vou falar que eu tô, mas na verdade eu não tô. Calma, eu falei não quando o gato, ele perguntou se eu gostava de gato? Não, falei sim, né?
Yes, I am. You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh,
falei
yes.
sim.
He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim
Não, falei
Hawkins?
sim, né?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again.
How come Ketch never made it home?
Because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an
Mataram
act of
Jesus.
treachery.
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies.
Que tá
What was it they
amarelo?
were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a
Aí é
hypocrite.
foda, mano.
What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
Frederick Ketch sounds like he was a pirate to me.
As I have already told you, sir, he was not a pirate.
Alguém me ensina
They
a comprar
hanged him,
BCT?
you know. Down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't
caralho.
bother with a trial. Just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted
Amy, sem
his
instrução.
money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
Letter of marque?
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The
Oh.
difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate. Yoo-hoo! Sorry, Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not a pirate.
Ele era
But he did
pirata.
show them his letter of marque.
But they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
I've been talking to Rio.
Mano,
the
o
little
River,
fisher boy.
o Rio,
I thank you not to mention
ele é
that little
filho do
wretch in
Ketch.
my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
Oh.
That will do, Mina.
Chat, eu matei. Eu tenho que pegar um peixe com o moleque e dar pro gato.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah.
Mas o Cat é de 500 anos atrás? Ué, ele é só sobrinho dele.
Knave with one hand on the tops.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
Sem lamber. Vem aqui, tô de olho em você.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
That's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
Pelo amor de Deus, para de destruir. Hoje à noite vou começar a Frieren. Ih, Spring, nem vale a pena, viu, mano? Deixa eu falar. Remy, pelo amor. Ai. Morde, ô louco.
Okay, it was time for diversionary tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
Vale,
He
não
must
vale.
be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
Whoa.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Well betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobart. Heaven help you.
Eita, expulsei as minas. E nem precisei usar o gato. Usei a Emily. Ah, é agora. Agora eu subo lá e pego o bagulho que tá brilhante.
With a creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
Vamos pegar o mar. Ah, não, primeiro a gente tem que subir. É aqui, né? Não é aquele, é esse, né? É o do meio. Será que dá pra eu entrar na casa? Acho que ele... Não, não, às vezes dá. Gente, esse obtém vai acabar, hein? O Golden Kappa.
I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare. It was a flagpole, one of a pair.
Não era esse o mar?
Just my luck. I'd struck out again. The windows were all locked.
Ah, eu não alcanço. Eu vou cair pra caralho.
I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across.
Ah, o arbusto não deixa. Tá, calma. Como que eu vou conseguir... Taca a calcinha no negócio.
I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
Oi, Reminho.
The flagpole had some sort of technical gadget on the end.
Tá, calma. Se não é comer a calcinha, taca isso daqui.
Nah, I did.
Não, ele não tem força. Taca o carvão.
Nah.
Tá, vamos ter que descer, meu rolê. Vamos tentar usar o galho, pegar o galho em forma de U aqui, que dá. Não é pra subir na árvore. Eu quero que você pegue um pedaço de galho, irmão. Você consegue fazer essa pro pai? Não, vamos ver se a porta abre agora, né, na real. Não, tá trancado.
It was locked. I couldn't think.
Ele não quer subir na árvore. Irmão, eu não quero subir na árvore. Eu quero que você... O que eu preciso... Eminho! Chat, acabou o Golden Kappa! Quem pegou, pegou. Quem não pegou, perdeu o Golden Kappa. Insano, velho. Nossa, não tô nem acreditando que quem conseguiu perder o Golden Kappa é maluco, né? Pô. Um evento raríssimo nesse canal, mano. Olha lá os Golden Kappa. Tá ligado que você pode vender sua conta por 1 milhão, né? Com o Golden Kappa, que é raro. Tá, calma aí, ó. Eu vou esperar o cara olhar ali, daí eu olho ali. Não, não, não. Calma, eu quero olhar aqui de novo. Ah, não, é do outro lado. Calma, não, é o primeiro mesmo. Tá certo. Eu vou esperar ele trabalhar, daí eu olho. Porra. Nome japonês que eu não sei ler. Brápulos 100 bis. Gabriel Lurk, Brápulos 100 bis. Tava vendo o VOD de Devil May Cry 5. E você não havia jogado os outros. Já jogou em off? Não. Nem pretendo, tenho um pouco de preguiça de Devil May Cry. Não, eu joguei sim. Eu falei que eu joguei. Eu joguei o 2. Ele é muito rápido. Eu só não terminei, eu acho. Não, provável que eu tenha terminado sim, dois. 2 ou 3. Algum de Play 2 eu terminei. Mas os outros eu não joguei, não. Não sou muito fã de Devil May Cry, mano. Jeff, brá pelos 2. Eu joguei os de Play 2, mano. Agora qual é uma ótima pergunta. Fala com o moleque de novo. E aí, Rio? Dá
Can you let me
peixe.
have a fish, kid?
I thought you said you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay. What do I get out of it?
Uma
I
calcinha.
can pay you. I've got Quarramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Eu dou uma minhoca pra ele pescar.
Is this worm worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll have that.
Nice, conseguiu um peixe por uma minhoca.
Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while though.
Ah, vai demorar. Pô, aí é foda, mano. O moleque é incompetente. Puta que pariu, mano. Tem que esperar o moleque pescar, chat, agora.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain
Ah, é a
Ketch, the
Emily
pilot?
que era descendente.
Well, it doesn't bother you?
Why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Bronson's plans.
1º de abril do próximo ano vai ser uma segunda. O que eu faço de 1º de abril esse ano que vem, hein? Não sei, cara. Vamos aposentar. Pô, tá acabando os itens. Minha calcinha ainda tá aqui, tá? Figura. Seria uma boa... Ah.
It was a flagpole.
Já, nossa, eu já sei. Eu tenho que botar a minha calcinha na bandeira, mano. Como se fosse uma bandeira de calcinha, quer ver?
Maybe in my high school days.
Ah.
But not now.
Ah, não é então.
Nah, I didn't.
Como é que eu vou pegar? Bom, eu tenho que esperar o moleque pescar.
The house's windows looked out over the bay. The flagpole had...
É porque eu preciso dessa bola, né, pra arremessar ali. Então, quanto tempo será que demora pro moleque pegar um peixe? Será que se eu voltar lá ele já pegou o peixe? Vou tentar falar com o Bronson de novo só pra... Opa! Tá ligado? Meu mano Bronson, vem aqui.
What do you think of Rio?
Fish boy? If he comes near me again, I'll throttle the little squirt.
Calm down. What's he ever done to you?
Socked me in the back of my skull with some kind of fish, that's...
Tell me about the 2 old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful.
Did you see the sisters go by?
Yeah, they wanted to string that Fisher brat up. Of course, I told them where to find him.
A fink as well as a creep. Nice.
But he'd managed to vanish somehow.
Ah, mas ele sumiu, moleque?
What are you doing with the theodolite?
Surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh, yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I see opportunity. This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
And that's where we differ. You see, Mr. Stobart, I'm what you might
confirmado no
call
pod
a
pau
man
1
of
do
vision.
4.
I see a great future for Ketch's Landing, and it all starts here, with that house.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way. What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret desire to be a surveyor.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama.
Vasco da Gama!
Sail uncharted seas or discover new continents. But you're okay in my book.
O cara meteu Vasco.
You just stay away from those plans.
O cara não acreditou muito, não.
How do you survey a house like that?
I put a target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on the house. I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Pior
Why
que
the
não.
end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut up.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Ah, será que o moleque sumiu porque agora as véias acharam ele? Ele deixou o peixe pro pai aqui? É! Falou que elas correram atrás do moleque. O moleque continua aqui? Não tô entendendo. Vai, moleque, pescou pra mim? Já deu um tempo pra você ir bom, né?
Did you see the weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Ah, ele se
Just as
escondeu.
well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Emily, you're madder than them.
No luck with the fish?
No, man. They don't want bite. That's cause they know there's a storm.
Parece que o trailer do GTA vazou. Vazou mesmo.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I caught a bite.
You have?
It's a big one. A real big one.
Vai ser um peixinho
Reel him in,
pequeno.
Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
O cara pescou uma bicicleta, mano. Você tá brincando, velho.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait. I think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
That's a little unfair, isn't it?
Okay, he's trying to cheat those seriously demented, poisonous old ladies.
Vazou, era o novo celular pra GTA.
Acumen.
Parece que vazou a música, o mano postou ontem. Ai, gente, eu posso falar? Vou pegar a bicicleta
The only
aqui.
serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're gonna need stuff like that.
Ele pegou!
There's a fish, my man.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flapping about like that.
No problem.
Cara, ele bateu a cabeça do peixe e matou o peixe, mano. Nice, agora a gente tem um peixe.